I would be bodyguarding somebody else and end up at some of his parties. I've been around him a couple of times, don't like the guy. The man is a liar, he's a deviant, and he plays with dark magic.
On Tuesday morning, something happened to Jamie. He suffered a medical emergency, we're told.
It's all in Atlanta, where he's been working on a film.
With Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
And he was taken to the hospital, and it was bad. Bad enough that family members from outside of Atlanta, there were some in Atlanta, but family members from outside flew in and rushed to the hospital to be by his side.
And I've been saying it for years. But like now, it's out in the open. I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact. Everything I said proved to be facts. Everything that I laid out on the table was shown to be facts.
What if I told you Hollywood's most loved star almost died? Not from a stroke, but from poison planned by his closest friend. The man behind it now sits in federal prison, afraid the truth will come out. On April 11, 2023, Jamie Foxx suddenly collapsed. The official story said brain bleed. The real story is darker. For years, people believed Jamie and Diddy were brothers in success. But those close to Diddy knew the bond crossed dangerous lines, and his own bodyguard kept the secrets that could expose it all.
The relationship Diddy had with Jamie Foxx, oh my God, it slipped my mind where we was at. But they was on some friendship stuff.
That kind of reaction isn't about a normal friendship. It's a man recalling moments so disturbing that even years later, he can barely explain them. A veteran security guard was shocked by what he saw between two grown men. Those private moments crossed every boundary, and Gene's details reveal how Jamie was pulled deeper into Diddy's world.
He was cool enough to get on the tour bus, fill up the girls and go to the back room and chill with Diddy, then come out, fill up the girls and leave.
Sharing women isn't friendship, it's exploitation. Jamie wasn't just at Diddy's parties. He joined in a system that used women as disposable. This twisted behavior tied them together in ways that went far beyond work. It built a loyalty forged in secrecy and control. Gene's account of their private talks makes that connection even clearer, exposing how deep Jamie was drawn into Diddy's world.
And Jamie Foxx got on the bus like he owned it, like it was his. So I know he had a conversation with Puff before he got on the tour bus. You understand what I'm saying? I know he had a conversation because he wouldn't have got on the tour bus unless he had that conversation with him. He wouldn't be able to go to the back unless he had a conversation with him.
Tour buses became secret meeting rooms, and phone calls turned into planning sessions. Jamie had access to Diddy's deepest thoughts and future moves, making him both valuable and dangerous. At that level, you're either an ally or a threat. What the world saw as friendship was really a criminal pact built on secrets, blackmail, and acts that could ruin them both. While others partied, Jamie documented everything. He showed up with cameras, lighting, and pro gear, turning wild nights into broadcast-quality footage. That archive became evidence, powerful enough to fuel federal cases. His parties weren't generosity. They were investments in access. But the cameras that gave him power also made him a target. Every frame he captured turned him into both Hollywood's most valuable witness and its biggest liability. The more he filmed, the more dangerous his position became. Jamie didn't just film Diddy's world. He wanted in. And in Hollywood, joining that circle comes with a price. Gene Deal saw it firsthand as Jamie crossed from observer to participant, stepping into things no family-friendly star should ever touch. What began as curiosity turned into complicity, and complicity is what sealed his fate.
How you feel about the gay rumors surrounding Jamie Foxx?
What I think about the gay rumors is that's Hollywood, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get to the top. I've said it 1,000 times, man. The people that indulge and make that type of behavior common, like they don't have a problem with it. Putting on the dresses, you understand? acting as if they a woman, taking those type of roles. When they show those people that they are capable of doing that, they're capable of doing anything. And that's how they get their rise into their fame in Hollywood.
This is Hollywood's hidden truth. Talent opens doors, but obedience keeps them open. Jamie's rise wasn't just about talent. It was his willingness to play by twisted rules. Gene Deal says Jamie didn't succeed in spite of corruption, but because he embraced it, making him both a beneficiary and a victim. The evidence goes beyond testimony. Insiders claim there's footage that could shatter Jamie's image forever, showing him deeply involved in the dark side of Hollywood.
Jamie done a lot. The basketball games that he hosted. I mean, everybody knew, and there's no point in me hiding it now because his fate has been sealed, whatever it may be. But everybody knew if you went to a party at Jamie's house that at midnight, the witching hour began. And basically he would have a party and everybody would be in there. But at 12 o'clock, the women would start to take off their clothes and you would have to guess if you were with a cisgender woman or a transgender woman. So some of these dudes, they already been making out with these chicks, you know, they already been doing all kinds of stuff. And then the clothes come off and you figure out whether or not you got a chick or a chick with a. That was a standard. Or the night that another male R&B artist that I know, and I've already spoke about this, I'm not gonna put you out there, but you know exactly who you are. You know you was there underneath that piano sucking Jamie's while he was playing Mozart. And he taped it and I saw it.
Basketball games, wild parties, and footage said to show Jamie in moments that could ruin him instantly. Jaguar Wright doesn't make claims without proof. If she says she's seen the tapes, they exist. The irony is brutal. Jamie filmed others, but others filmed him, trapping everyone in a cycle of blackmail. Unlike Gene, who relied on sources, Big Homie CC claims he witnessed Jamie's downfall firsthand. His graphic details of Jamie's involvement will leave you stunned.
On this particular day, I say, bro, I don't know what we're gonna see in here, but we get $2,500 a piece to keep these two models right here safe at this event. Don't get out of my eyesight. He said, Gordo, that's my nickname, Gordo. I said, Gordo, I love you, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I said, okay, bro, the bathroom over there, I think. So I'm over here dealing with them. About 30 seconds ago, I hear, he got a gun. I'm like, I instantly know, I say, oh God. I look over there, I see he got joined up and it's out and he pointed it at somebody. He said, hey man, everybody get on the ground. So now here I go, I gotta say, y'all stay right there. I come over there. 5 dudes in the bathroom. Everybody pants at their ankles. One dude didn't even have no pants on at all. He even had no socks on. He getting extra crazy. I'm like, dude, what you just see? He say, bro, these in here all pulling each other. I'm like, what you mean? He say, man, sword fighting in here. Hey, we gotta go.
Bathroom encounters with multiple people. So disturbing that even a tough security guard had to walk out. This wasn't casual fun. It was behavior designed to compromise everyone involved. April 11th, 2023 should have been Diddy's perfect crime. The man with the cameras, the evidence, and the testimony that could expose it all was suddenly fighting for his life in an Atlanta hospital. But was Jamie's collapse really medical? With federal investigations closing in, his footage wasn't just about parties. It captured crimes that could mean life sentences.
You get called to testify if you on camera and some of this footage, and you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself. It's ways in this industry people go about doing things. Just know I tested positive for cyanide 3 times after drinking some bottles in the club. Once you get hit with the cyanide, it turns into pneumonia. I had it 3 times.
Big Homie's revelation is chilling. Jamie was poisoned because he could testify. The method was ruthless. A pill disguised as Advil, meant to trigger a brain bleed that looked natural. Big Homie's own cyanide poisoning at Diddy's club makes his story hard to dismiss. The logic is brutal. If you can't erase the evidence, you erase the man. Dead witnesses can't speak, and dead cameramen can't show tapes in court. Even Gene Deal, usually cautious, admits Jamie's collapse may not have been natural at all.
If Jamie Foxx was at a Diddy party, and what we're finding out now, and what they're allegedly saying now, that he had certain kind of alcohol with drugs in it. We had certain kind of allegedly baby oil with drugs in it. And those people touch those certain things, and they have that certain things in them, it can react to their bodies and make them go through those certain type of situations. Brother, if you touch fentanyl, you could die. They got drugs, if you touch it, you could die. So if they say that you get that baby oil or that other stuff in your system, you wake up and you don't know what happened to you, it's possible that that could have some kind of chemical reaction to his body that caused him to have a seizure, that caused him to have some kind of convulsion and stuff like that. And he goes and what was he, unconscious? He was in a coma or something? They didn't know what was going on with him? Bruh, all that's possible.
Gene's admission matters. He almost never hints at crimes without proof. His belief that Jamie's collapse came from substances at Diddy's parties adds weight to the poisoning theory. Jamie's refusal to explain what triggered his emergency isn't just privacy, it's protection. He knows what happened and who did it. But saying it out loud would be the same as signing his death warrant.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was gonna make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this video. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way, and y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me, and that's what I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. Eyes are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through, I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work. So I want to thank the people that let me work.
Hollywood's glittering surface hides shadows darker than most can imagine, and Jamie's story proves it. The truth isn't just shocking, it's dangerous, and the people guarding it will stop at nothing to keep it buried. But secrets this big never stay hidden forever. Stay tuned, because what comes next could change everything you thought you knew about fame, power, and survival.